Our planet can be a very cruel stepmother sometimes. When she's angry, it's best to stay out of her sight because she might start throwing tantrums and no one wants to be around when that happens. Hurricanes, tsunamis and earthquakes are all capable of doing some serious damage, but they have nothing on the world's supervolcanoes. These 7 volcanoes could easily destroy our entire civilization if they were to erupt. So let's get out of here before things get too spicy. Number 7. The Yellowstone Supervolcano. Let's kick off this list with one of the most notorious supervolcanoes in the world, the Yellowstone Supervolcano in the United States. Located in the northwest corner of Wyoming State, Yellowstone is actually a collection of 3 major volcanic calderas that collectively form the Yellowstone caldera. This massive volcano has been dormant for 640,000 years, but it has attracted the attention of scientists due to an uptick in activity over the last few decades. In 2018, researchers recorded a swarm of earthquakes near the volcano, and in August 2020, Yellowstone experienced its largest earthquake ever, registering a magnitude of 7.2 on the Richter scale. If this behemoth were to blow today, it would send ash and debris across the entire North American continent and beyond. Scientists estimate that an eruption would release between 2,000 and 5,000 cubic kilometers of material, and the effects would be felt as far away as Europe and Asia. Number 6. The Toba Supervolcano. Located in Indonesia, Mount Toba formed roughly 74,000 years ago after one heck of an explosive eruption. In fact, the eruption was so massive that scientists believe it may have caused an ice age. The eruption threw approximately 2,800 cubic kilometers of ash and rock into the air, which eventually formed a layer of ash around the entire world. But how exactly does a volcano cause an ice age, you ask? Well, after an eruption, falling ash and fine particles block out the sun, and the earth begins to cool. This is known as volcanic winter. However, volcanic winters only last a couple of years at most. But in rare cases, it can trigger longer periods of global cooling. Some experts suggest that the dust produced by Mount Toba's eruption circled the globe multiple times, blocking sunlight and leading to a significant drop in global temperatures. Studies have shown that the fine ash and sulfate aerosols cause temperatures to drop by as much as 3 degrees Celsius for several years. As a result, the ice caps and glaciers began to grow, triggering an ice age that lasted for almost 10,000 years. Number 5. The Lake Kivu Volcano. In the Democratic Republic of the Congo, you will find the world's deadliest volcano, the Nyiragongo volcano. However, there is another supervolcano hiding nearby, just waiting for its turn in the spotlight. Its name is the Lake Kivu Volcano, and it's located in the Virunga Mountains on the border with Rwanda. While the volcano itself isn't extremely active, it's home to 2 of the most dangerous gases in the world, carbon dioxide and methane. At first, you might not think this is a big deal, but just wait until I tell you what happens when these gases decide to take a little stroll. There have already been quite a few instances where large amounts of CO2 and methane gas have been released from the depths of Lake Kivu. In 1986, an earthquake caused the sudden release of approximately 100 million cubic meters of carbon dioxide, resulting in over 30 fatalities. Then in 2002, a landslide triggered the release of about 2.8 billion cubic feet of carbon dioxide and methane, killing more than 40 people. And in January 2021, a further 40 people lost their lives when a rockfall led to the emission of approximately 100 million cubic feet of CO2. Now, imagine if a major volcanic eruption were to occur. Not only would the explosion throw tons of dangerous ash into the air, but it would also release enough greenhouse gases to warm the surrounding area by several degrees. The increase in temperature combined with the ash and debris would likely lead to extreme weather conditions, which would devastate the local environment and pose a serious threat to human settlements nearby. Number 4. The Krakatoa Supervolcano. Krakatoa, formerly known as Krakatoa, is an Indonesian volcano located within the Indonesian province of Lampung on the island of Java. The volcano consists of 3 islands, Perbuatan, Danan, and Rakata, and is home to the world's most notorious volcanic eruption. In 1883, the volcano erupted violently, unleashing approximately 200 cubic kilometers of material. The blast generated tsunami waves that reached heights of up to 98 feet and caused widespread devastation along the surrounding coastlines. It is estimated that the eruption was heard as far away as Australia, nearly 2,000 miles away, making it one of the loudest sounds ever recorded in history. In total, over 36,000 people perished in the disaster. Number 3. The La Garita caldera. The La Garita caldera in southern Colorado is the largest known volcanic crater in North America and the second largest in the world, standing at 4.9 by 5.7 miles across and reaching depths of 1.5 miles. This colossal structure is a testament to the truly awe-inspiring power of nature. The caldera was formed around 27 million years ago after a massive eruption that spewed forth an astonishing 5,000 cubic miles of ash and pumice. To put that figure into perspective, it would take over 1 billion 7-ton trucks to move the same amount of material. Even more remarkably, the entire event occurred over a time frame of just 2 days. That's right, over a mere 48 hours. The landscape of southern Colorado was forever altered. The sheer scale of the eruption was so great that it left behind a depression in the land that is visible even today. This immense crater serves as a stark reminder of the incredible forces that have shaped our planet and continues to captivate scientists and nature enthusiasts alike. Number 2. The Oronui supervolcano. Deep in the heart of New Zealand's North Island lies the Taupo volcanic zone, home to one of the country's most active volcanoes, Mount Ruapehu. But nestled in the same zone is an even more formidable supervolcano, Oronui. Erupting for the first time about 26,500 years ago, Oronui unleashed a devastating blow that sent over 515 cubic kilometers of debris raining down over the surrounding areas. The force of the explosion was so powerful that it left a crater nearly 11 miles wide and 35 miles long. It wasn't until 15,000 years later that Oronui erupted again, this time releasing even more material, 570 cubic kilometers worth. The impact was so intense that it formed a new lake named Lake Taupo, now the country's largest, and sent pyroclastic flows as far as 62 miles away. The most recent eruption occurred around 1,300 years ago, but scientists predict that the volcano is overdue for another explosion. The next eruption is expected to be even more catastrophic than before, potentially sending over 1,000 cubic kilometers of material into the air. The surrounding areas would be completely devastated, forcing thousands of people to abandon their homes. Number 1. The Cham supervolcano. If you thought the previously mentioned volcanoes were scary, just wait until you hear about Cham. Located on the Kamchatka Peninsula in Russia, Cham is the largest active volcano in the country and the second largest in the world. It boasts an impressive height of 3,945 meters or 12,943 feet and is considered to be one of the most active volcanoes on Earth, with over 300 eruptions recorded in history. What makes Cham particularly dangerous is its location near the highly populated regions of Russia and Japan. Should it erupt, the ash cloud would likely spread throughout East Asia, disrupting air traffic and causing widespread chaos. But that's not all. The pyroclastic flows and mudslides triggered by the eruption would cause extensive damage to infrastructure, including roads, bridges, and buildings. Additionally, the toxic gases released during the eruption could pose a serious threat to human health, causing respiratory problems and other serious health issues. The potential impact of such an eruption would be catastrophic, leading to widespread destruction and loss of life. The Russian authorities are constantly monitoring the volcano for signs of increased activity and have developed emergency plans in the event of an eruption. Hopefully, we won't have to test those plans anytime soon. Well, folks, that's a wrap on this video. We sure do live on a crazy planet, don't we? From volcanoes that can trigger ice ages to ones that might take out our entire civilization, Mother Earth has a lot of wild cards up her sleeve. But hey, at least we got this beautiful blue marble we call home, right? Thanks for watching.